Hi everyone, Emma here. Look what I have. So I got a order from Peggy from ByTheBeads, and yeah, so I'm gonna take a look and see what we have. Let me see if we can add some light here, and we will adjust this a little. Oh, yeah, that's what I was concerned about, this kind of waving situation going on. So let's change this here. There, we'll just leave it at that. So let's take a look. So these are 6mm. They are faceted rounds. I'm not sure what the name of them is, but and they are Montana with a bead. So let's take a look. I love that they come like the way you would wrap real diamonds. Oh my gosh. These are crazy. You know what? I feel like we do need some more light on this. Let me see if we can take this down a bit. Oh, that's better. Wow. These are delicious. Oh my goodness. So let's get some on a head pin and see what they look like. There we go. So one side has the AB on it, and the other side reflects it. And they're kind of well, Montana blue. They're kind of a faded blue. I have seen some Montana that are stronger, not of the Swarovski, but beads that are called Montana that are a little darker than this. But actually they look really dark on the camera. So yeah, you can kind of see. They're very faint, but these are beautiful. Oh my gosh, thank you, Peggy. So again, I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone of just dealing with the bicones and buying bicones and like trying to think of the size of the chatons, 8mm to 12mm chatons. So these are lovely. So I'm looking forward to coming up with some bracelet design for these. The paper's all sparkly. Oh, I'll be like saving the paper. So that is awesome. And I can't remember how much I paid for this, but on average they're about, actually I think these were probably $28 for this package. So that is awesome. Let's take a look at what else we have here. I have a few other shipments coming from ByTheBeads. Oh, okay, I remember these. So interesting, I bought some of these when I started my YouTube channel, and I didn't really, you got to remember, I started with doing leather wrap bracelets, so it was very kind of earthy, rustic colors and stuff like that. I should probably open this. Let me see if it gives, I think they're, okay, TC 106, 106, yeah, they're all the same. Okay, so let's open one. So I'm used to, but you can see these are kind of like a shiny silver, and these are kind of an antique silver. Look. So the colors that I had were very kind of rustic, and I didn't have like sparklies like this. So it's probably why I get so excited now. I'm thinking, why wasn't I buying sparklies before? These are so beautiful. So I saw a video, somebody was making something and they added these little spacer beads with the crystals in them. And I think it might have been as a tassel. So they put this on the leather. Let me see if I can bring that up for you. So you can get a better idea what they look like. They are so beautiful. So they put it on the leather, and then they put a knot at the bottom of the leather. There we go. And let's lower the lighting a bit. This is annoying. They put the focus and the lighting next to each other. So when you go to lower or increase the lighting, it's right next to, there's a little circle and it has a little lock. So if I press and hold it, it will stay focused on that spot. Right next to it's a little starburst or sun thing, and you're supposed to go up and down with it. But it's like, there's the starburst and there's the focus. So you go to press this and this comes off. So anyway, so these are beautiful. So yeah, somebody had put one of these on the end of, like past your knot at the end of your bracelet, and then put a little knot here. So it was like a tassel and it looked incredible. I might have one done up here. Let me just scan quickly on my shelf to show you what I'm talking about. I'm sure you know what I mean. What I mean, Vern? You know what I mean? Of course I... Oh, I heard something. I hope something didn't fall or break. Ah, I got one. I got one. So this is the bracelet, and this is what they did with it. So I put a bead, a crimp cover on it, but you could put like a regular bead and just glue it, or you could put a knot instead of that. But I thought, this is amazing, looks so cool. So yeah, that's why I ordered these guys. That was a long story. Sorry about that. Let me put these, actually I'll just put these guys in here so I don't lose them. Put those away. Okay, let's get to it. Look at this. Woohoo! So I got another gift from Peggy. Oh, she knows I like. So there's the website, www.bythebeads.com, and a beautiful thank you in this container. She knows I like check glass beads and tiles, so this is awesome. That's a lovely gift. Thank you. Put that aside. Okay. Oh, look at these. These are, take a bunch out. Oh my god. Holy crap. Sorry. You know what? The color is a bit muted in real life, but the camera must be intensifying the colors. Oh, and my fingers are dirty from some other beads. The check glass beads, the inside of the bead has like some terracotta dust, and it's like a brown dust, so that's why that's like that. Not that I'm dirty. Oh my gosh, so yeah, it's intensified this color, but they are stunning. Oh, look at these guys. So these are 4mm, and I got 40 of those. Wow, these are beautiful. I am going to be making bracelets well into the nursing home. Who's going to join me? I'm going to need a second room in the nursing home for all my beads. Oh my gosh, this is a Smoky Topaz AB. Oh, like what? Do you look at this? It's like fireworks. Holy, these are incredible. Wowzer, I still cannot believe this. So this AB, you can really see kind of like purpley colors. That is stunning. And I'm missing the bag half the time here. Where's my little tray? Cat must have been on my desk again. I don't know how he gets up there because I don't let him in here when I'm not in here. It's in the air, I guess, and on our clothes. There we go. Okay, and then we have these guys. This looks like teal. Oh no, I think this is like aquamarine, and you know what? It's showing up like a teal blue on the screen, but this is actually like a green ocean blue. There, you can get a better, here, I better put them down. You can get a better idea of the color. Wow. These are incredible. Let me see if I can get that to focus a little better. Wowzer. I'm so excited. I can't wait. I can't wait. Oh, I wish you guys were closer. We could play together. Oh my god, I would just die to sit around a table talking with you guys and playing with our beads and laughing, carrying on like the goofballs that we are. That reminds me. So I say goofballs, and I right away started feeling bad for saying goof. It's not really a bad word. When I was nursing, after I left North Carolina and came back home to work, I got a job working at a jail that was in walking distance from my house, which is kind of weird on a certain level. Now the jail, I call it a jail. I don't think you're supposed to call it a jail. I think it's called a prison. There's a difference between a jail and a prison. This was for people that had sentences that were 2 years less a day. So you can imagine they're pretty low level crimes that they had committed. So let's put some out here so you can get an idea. And this looks like a light Montana AB. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. And I got 40 of those. So I usually order about 40. That to me gives me enough to make quite a few bracelets if I wanted to, without running out and wondering, oh, what am I going to do? I don't have enough colors, that kind of thing. So anyway, I was working there. We had orientation, me and some other nurses, and I don't know if there was who else was in the orientation, but I think it was more than just nurses. It might have been other guards. But so one of the things they tell you right away is never call an inmate goof. It's like fighting words. Like calling somebody a goof is the worst thing you can do in jail, apparently. If you guys have any experience with this, please let me know. Oh, my light went out. That's weird. Is it that light that went out? This is strange. I think my light butt is, yeah, it's finally went, my light. Okay, well, let's fix it with this will help us. Oops, too much. I am so sorry, folks. There we go. Oh, there, that should do it. There, that's good. Yeah, let me know if you've ever worked in a jail. And here's the other thing. You would say things like, when I was in jail, like you're talking about when you were working in jail. So you had to be careful the way you said things because people would think you were actually in jail. Oh my gosh. So one of the I don't know if I've told you guys this story. So one of the guards was telling me there was a nurse they had who was so ditzy that they had so we had like a little hospital area. So it was like one section that would I think we had like 10 beds, and we would put, so if somebody was sick or if somebody had like ambulatory issues where they walked with a cane, whatever, well, you couldn't have a cane in general population, so they would end up on the hospital unit. And we also had exam rooms and stuff like that, and we did an exam for every inmate when they came in on admission and stuff. And we did treatments and whatnot, but it was like so basic. You know, if somebody was really sick, then we sent them out to the hospital. But oh my gosh, look at these. These are so beautiful. I'm gonna drop something here. I dropped my beads. So these are a orange tangerine color. And these are all 4mm. These are so beautiful. Let's see if my light works here. That is so messed up. Yep, the light is out. So yeah, this nurse was so, one of the guards was telling me this story. So they had an inmate that was blind. And at that point, you could still smoke in the jails. They were just at the point where they were transitioning and offering them the patch, but you couldn't smoke inside facilities in Ontario. So, which, like, we were like, oh my God, this is going to be brutal. And I also worked in psychiatry, and they were transitioning them too. And it was like, which is worse, an inmate who can't smoke or a psychiatric patient who can't smoke? Well, guess what? I'm sure you guessed it. It's the psychiatric patient that's the dangerous one if they don't get their smokes. But we used to use it as a way to not necessarily manipulate, but to get them to do things or to take their medication, that kind of thing. We'd say, we'll take you out for a smoke, that kind of thing. But oh my gosh, look at these. These are beautiful. So these are kind of like a milky opal color. Yeah, so this inmate, the inmates, what they would do, like they kept their stuff on them for the most part. Now they did have a little chest at the bottom of their bunk that had a lock on it, and they would lock their stuff up in that. But like for their cigarettes that they needed all the time, they would do like the old movies where they'd roll them up in their shirt sleeve. So anyway, this inmate was asleep, and I guess his pack of cigarettes rolled out of his sleeve. And so this one looks the same as this, only this one has AB and this one doesn't. They are both so beautiful. These look bigger. These look like they're 6mm. Let me get my caliper. I'm looking, I don't see it. Again, I've organized my office too many times. Oh, Emma, what you doing? I don't see it. It's probably underneath the camera. Okay, moving right along. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these are 6. So, I guess it slid down. He thought a mouse ran across his arm. So he jumped out of bed and went running down the hall towards the nurse's station, screaming and yelling, "There's a mouse, there's a mouse." And of course he's blind, so he hit the wall, fell down. Not funny. I'm not laughing at his disability. I'm laughing at the nurse. Wait till you hear what she did. So of course the guard goes running. The nurse goes running. He's laying on the floor and she's going, how many fingers do I have? How many fingers do I have? And the guard's like, oh my God. You know he's blind, right? He's your patient. He was telling me about that. I thought that was hilarious. I worked with some pretty goofy nurses. So this is another one that's like sea mist, aquamarine. What do they call? I think it's just sea mist opal kind of, and they are beautiful. Oh my gosh, these guys are awesome. But yeah, that was. It was interesting. I was talking to an activist here in Nova Scotia who does a lot of work for Black Lives Matter, and my wife had did a panel discussion with her and some other people on underrepresented communities, and we were talking. She does a lot of advocacy at the jail because a lot of, even here in Canada, a lot of African Nova Scotians are not represented well in law and whatnot. So I'm just trying to figure out why there's just a couple of these. What the deal is with this. This might have been a gift. I don't know. Okay, so there's another bag here. Let's take a look at what we have. So anyway, I was talking to her, and because she does a lot of work in the jail, I mentioned that I worked in a jail and said, you know, it was one of the jobs that I really enjoyed. Part of the reason why I enjoyed it, now I worked a lot in psychiatry and in nursing homes, and in both those situations, often people don't want to take their medications. So you're constantly, every day is like you're trying to get people to take their medication. You're trying to convince them that it's good for them, that kind of thing. In the jail, it's like they're so well behaved because if they don't behave, they get time tacked on to their time. And when it comes to giving out medication, you're in a little room and there's like a little window. They come up to the window and there's a guard on either side of them. They come up to the window and they give you their name and their inmate number, and you have like cards with the bubble wrap thing with their pills in it, the shrink wrap. And you give them their pills, they swallow it. You don't even have to look and watch them swallow. The guards do that. So on that level, it was really good. And the other part was we had a lot of autonomy. So we could order antibiotics. We could, order all kinds of treatments that normally you would need a doctor's order for. So you had a lot more say in what you did. Because like when you work in the hospital, you know that you need to draw blood for certain things, and you know that they need this medication and whatnot. But you have to call the doctor and get them to come in, and then they order it and they say, okay, give them this. And you're like, okay, that's what I figured. Now, some places I've worked, the doctors will come in and say, so how are things going with the patients? You tell them and they say, so what do you need? And I'm like, okay, I need this, 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 and this. They're like, okay, good, go ahead, write the order. But, so yeah, she was kind of shocked when I said I enjoyed that work. And because I guess for her, when she gets called into the jail, there's usually an issue. So, but yeah, that was a very interesting job. And oh, here's the other thing. Is the inmates love the nurses. I don't know. I think I may have said this before. So these look like 8mm. They're pretty massive and they are gorgeous. So I would most likely use these for earrings or for a necklace. I could use them for a bracelet too. Yeah, first day orientation, the guard or the guy that was given us our orientation, said if there's a riot, the first people that get taken hostage is the nurse, because the nurse have the keys to all the medications. I'm like, oh yay, I don't know if I want to work here. Now, I don't think there was ever a riot at that jail. It was so small, and it's closed down now. And actually, they've used it for filming television shows. Canada's Worst Driver was filmed there. It cracked me up. I was like, oh my god, that's my old neighborhood where I used to work. So this is beautiful topaz. And these are 4mm. So these are 6mm. So yeah, those other ones. No, I guess those other ones were 4s. These. Oh my gosh, these are pretty. Wow, look at these. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, these are gorgeous. Wowzer. Let's see if we can get these back in this baggie without tearing the bag. These kind of have like a rose look to them. Then we have some of these. Oh, these are beautiful. Wow. Let me take a look on the mat. So these are like a light rose peach color. They're not, that's not doing it justice here, because let's see if I put a few more out, you can, yeah, it still looks a bit light, but these are like a peach color. Pinky peach. Okay, I have a few more of those lovely 6mm. And then we have, oh, look at these. Oh, these are like a fuchsia pink. Wow, these are beautiful. I also, when I worked at the jail, we had an inmate that got caught with, what do they call it, a brew? So these are red with AB, and they are gorgeous. Wow. So when that happened, they took away all his medication. And he was French, he couldn't speak English. And I am French, so he had contacted the ombudsman to say that we were withholding his medication. So every morning we would have a meeting with the warden, the nurse manager, and somebody, one of the COs, corrections officers. And so it came up that he had contacted the ombudsman and they were trying to get it straightened out what the problem was. Wow, these are beautiful. There's only a few. Sometimes there's only a few left, so it's not much you can do about that. But so they asked me if I would speak to him and explain to him why we were withholding his medication. So I brought him down and I talked to him. So these are check glass beads. So she also sells check glass beads. And these are flowers. These are pretty. So they're like a kind of a gray color. So I would probably highlight these with a lighter, maybe a yellow little seed bead in the middle to brighten it up. Maybe put some green petals around the side, and I got a bunch of those. They were super cheap. I think it was like $1 for those. And then I got some tiles. So yeah, I explained to him the reason why we were withholding his medication wasn't as punishment. It was, so these are like a pearl white, and then they have this green luster on it. It's very faint. And these were super inexpensive. And they're 2 holes. And I saved the best for last. I almost had a heart attack when I saw a video where Stephanie was talking about how beautiful these guys were. And I was like, oh my god, I saw those and I wasn't going to buy them because the picture looked weird. And I started looking online to find them. I couldn't find them. I'm like, well, wait a minute, maybe I did buy them. So I went to my orders and I had bought them. So I was like, oh, thank goodness. So yeah, once I explained to him that we don't know what's in the brew that you made, and if we give you medication and it interacts with the brew, then you could have a reaction and we could essentially kill you by administering those drugs. So I said, it's only for 48 hours. It's only till we know for sure it's out of your system, and then you can have your medications again. He was like, oh, okay, I didn't understand. And he was really appreciative. But I'm like, dude, don't make any brew or don't get caught. But oh my gosh, these are so gorgeous. What on earth? These, like, if you look at the pictures of these, they look like they're drawn in pictures online because they're hard to photograph because the light just, like, you could see the light flickering on these guys. So these are beautiful. So that is my lovely Swarovski's haul. Thank you so much, Peggy. I'll put all the links in the video. She's working on getting some more stuff because I totally cleaned her out on 4mm bicones. So yeah, that's, oh my gosh, I need to get more of these. Yeah, I think we should make a bracelet with this right away. Pronto. Take care, everybody, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.